What's food like?
Okay, hello girls. Did you finish? Raquel, Isabel, did you finish? Yes or no?
Yeah, teacher, but we didn't understand very well.
Well, confused.
Like, what food like?
Yes.
What's a food like?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Like food people, like
Yes. Don't forget the verb to be. Don't forget the verb to be. According to what you're talking about. That's right, Isabella. Good. But you need to remember what's the verb to be. Listen, I'm going to play for you so that you can check and accommodate your answers, okay?
Track 20. What's it like? What's Shanghai like?
It's very big and noisy, but it's very exciting.
What's the food like?
It's the best in the world. I just love Chinese food.
What are the people like?
They're very friendly, and they really want to do business.
What was the weather like?
When I was there, it was hot and humid.
What are the buildings like?
There are new buildings everywhere. But if you look hard, you can still find some older ones too.
Teacher,
Yes.
what's the difference between climate and weather?
Oh, the climate is in general. For example, we can say that the climate in Brazil is
hot,
right?
And dry.
Yes. But today the weather is cool and dry. Okay. Okay. Or we can say that the climate is tropical, for example. But the weather today is rainy, or the weather today is dry, okay? Or cloudy.
In Portuguese, we use clima for everything.
No, but we also use tempo for weather.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to play one more time. Listen. Observe the verb to be. Observe the verb to be.
Track 20. What's it like? What's Shanghai like?
It's very big and noisy, but it's very exciting.
What's the food like?
It's the best in the world. I just love Chinese food.
What are the people like?
They're very friendly, and they really want to do business.
What was the weather like?
When I was there, it was hot and humid.
What are the buildings like?
There are new buildings everywhere. But if you look hard, you can still find some older ones too.
Water.
Okay? All right. So, Claudia. Yeah. We have the first one. What's Shanghai like? We are talking in general about the city, right? It's very big and crazy, but it's very exciting. The second question, Claudia.
What's the food like?
Very good. What's the food like? It's the best in the world. I just love Chinese food. And here we are using the because we're talking about specific food. We're talking about the food of Shanghai. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Isabella, the third question.
What's the people like?
And the verb to be.
What's the people look? No, what's the
People,
people
only
like?
one person or people plural? People is
The
one
people
or people is plural?
plural, but
Plural. What is the verb for the plural form? In the verb to be, I am, you are, he is, she is, they.
are
So
what
what?
the no what are the people look? What
Yeah.
what oh my God.
What
What
are
are the people like? Oh
like?
my God, it's
Yes.
like trava-língua.
Ufa. Ufa. That's right. What are the people like? Because we're talking about a lot of people, right? The people of Shanghai in general. We're not talking about one person. We're talking about many people. So what are the people like? Yes, that's right. Ufa, that was difficult, but we did it. We did it. Raquel, let's do the fourth question.
What's the climate like?
Yes, but here it's not exactly climate because we're talking about specific days.
Weather?
Weather, that's right. What's,
I
yeah.
teacher.
And if we are talking about general, it is what's the weather like? But because Tom is asking her about those days, he talked in the past. What was the weather like? But if we are talking in general about Brasilia, we are going to ask, what is the weather like in Brasilia? Do you understand?
Tá, mas aqui é was?
Yes, because this is the question that he asked. Because he's talking about the moment that Mia was in Shanghai. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, good.
See,
Yes,
writing water.
weather. Look here. W, look here. Look here. W
Okay.
E A T H E,
Tá,
weather.
ok.
Claudia, let's do the last question.
What are the buildings like?
Great, Claudia. Very good. Yoo-hoo. Very good. That's right. That's right. Okay, very nice. Okay. So now you are going to practice the conversation, okay? So first, Claudia, you make question and answer Raquel. Then Raquel makes question and answer Isabella. Then Isabella makes a question and answer Claudia. Okay, and then again, Claudia question, Raquel answer, Raquel question, and Isabella answers. Okay, let's go. I'm
Okay.
listening to you.
What's Shanghai like?
Raquel,
What?
your microphone.
It's very big and noisy, but it's very exciting.
Good.
What the food
Wait,
like?
Claudia.
Huh?
Calma. Raquel, question. Isabella, answer.
What's the food like?
It's the best in the world. I just love Chinese food.
All right. Isabella, question.
What are the people like?
Claudia, answer.
They are very friendly and they are really want to do business.
Okay, Claudia, question.
What are what was the weather like?
Raquel?
When I was there, it was hot and humid.
Very good. Question, Raquel?
What are the buildings like?
There are new buildings everywhere, but if you look hard, you can still find some older ones too.
All right. Okay. Now, you are going to think about a city that you visited in the past, okay? It can be Recife, it can be a city in Acre, it can be Miami, or it can be Tampa, or it can be any city that you want. And I want you to think about answers to all the questions. Think about an answer to the description of the city, an answer about the food, an answer about the people, an answer about the weather, and an answer about the buildings, okay? So you have 5 minutes to think about this city and how you are going to talk about these things about the city. Okay, are you ready? Not yet, okay.
No.
Okay. Five, four, three, two, one, zero. Okay, ready? Ready? Okay, I'm going to put you in little groups so that you can practice with your friend, okay? So you're going to ask your friend, what city did you go to? And then you're going to ask the questions. What's Miami like? What's Recife like? Okay, understand?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
We cannot just do here, like.
I want you to practice before
Okay.
because you need a little bit more practice. And then
Okay.
then we're going to go again here, okay? All right, you can go. 5 minutes. Ella, what city did
It
you
was
choose? What city did
proposed.
you choose?
Okay, it's like a little obvious, but I chose Orlando.
Orlando. Okay. I thought it could be Tampa or Miami, but that's okay.
No, I don't know a lot of Tampa because I was just in the Busch Garden, so
Okay. All right. So what's Orlando like?
it's not big at all, but it's very beautiful.
Okay. And what was the food like?
The food's not the best one. Most of the time, the food is unhealthy and like gross. Very gross, like
Okay, very greasy with a lot of
yeah.
meats. Okay. All right. What did you eat there?
I like
Sandwiches?
hamburgers. No. One time I was in the Sea World, is a
Yes.
park in Orlando. I ate like it's do you know Happy Days? Happy
I don't
Days.
think so. No.
It's like a little bread. It's like taco.
Okay.
Do you know taco? But it's
Oh,
not
okay.
like
Is it hash
it's Happy
browns?
Days. Yeah, and there was Happy Days with chicken inside, but it's not chicken like
Okay.
fire.
It
It's
was
like
like
normal chicken,
cream, something like cream
like creamy,
with
creamy
flavor
chicken.
of
It's
chicken. Okay.
yeah, it was like healthy.
Okay.
The one thing healthy, and I just eat a salad in
Oh, that
Millennium
was
Mall.
healthy.
It's a mall
That
there.
was
It
healthy.
but the salad was very so anyway,
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah.
And what were the people like?
They're kind. They're very kind. Like most of people, but the kids. One time I was in line to meet like Olaf of Frozen
Okay, okay.
and in Hollywood Studios. And there was a kid, like a child, like a girl who was wearing like
Okay.
Elsa costume.
Yes.
And I was like, and I tell her, "Oh my God, you're so pretty!" And she like look at me like, and I was, I'm kidding, you're just so ugly. And I would leave.
You know what happens? It's because it's cultural. American children are afraid of strangers talking to them. Yes,
Um,
yes. That's
and
why,
I called her ugly in
yeah.
front of their parents.
That's why she looked at you because she was probably very afraid of you. And in front of her parents, even more because her parents were observing to see what she would do. This is cultural because in Brazil, everybody talks to children, right? Everybody talks to children, and the parents say, "Oh, how nice." But in the United States, you don't talk to children.
No.
No.
And I just called her ugly, and the parents
Yeah.
like,
Poor thing.
I'm kidding.
Right. And what was the weather like?
The weather is like very hot. Like in Celsius, I don't know how to say, it's like 40.
Oh, whoa, it was really hot. It was like
And humid,
Rio de Janeiro.
very humid. Like And Brazil is very dry.
In Brasilia.
Here,
In Brasilia,
Brasilia.
it's very dry because
Brasilia. Yeah, Brasilia is very dry.
yes.
But in Orlando, it's very humid because it's Pantanal.
Oh, yes. Swamp. Swamp.
Swamp. Yeah.
Okay. And what were the buildings like?
There are not many buildings, I would say, in the city, because in Orlando, my instructors say that like in Orlando has like a part, no, like Walt Disney is the man who like the there I don't want to say. And Orlando was very like it's not expensive, so he bought a lot of like
Bought a lot of land. He bought a lot of land.
yeah the lands yeah, and like 50% of the Orlando is like you when you enter in like the place of Disney, you look like Walt Disney, like the little the 50% of the Orlando is like
Disney, Disney Planet.
was
It's Disney
bought
Planet,
by
right?
Walt Disney. So
Yes.
I, when you're not in the location like a Disney nautical place and
Parks. The
of
parks.
things,
If you're not in the
yeah,
parks.
yeah, it's like so like it's not very like buildings, not it's
The
like
buildings,
very
the
desert.
buildings are small.
Yeah, shorter,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
And there's not many, just hotels and other things, but I didn't see like the place to live in Orlando. I just see like the hotels, the outlets, the malls, and a place like it was Brazilian food. It was
Oh, so
good.
you went to Brazilian food there.
Yeah, one time.
Okay. So we're going back to the main room, okay?
Yeah.
Let me call it. Okay, now, Isabella, you ask me the questions.
Okay. I don't know your city, teacher.
Okay. I decided to talk about Cochabamba, the city where I was born.
Where?
Yes, I was
Where?
born in Cochabamba, Bolivia.
Bolivia. Okay.
Yeah.
What's Cochabamba look like? What's
What's Cochabamba
Cochabamba
like?
like?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a relatively small city if we consider the cities in Brazil. It's relatively small, and it's in a valley, all surrounded by mountains. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, okay. Um, what's the food like? It's correct, teacher.
Yes, what's the
What's the
food
food
like?
like? Yeah.
It's delicious. I love Bolivian food because it's a cold country. All the food has a lot of sauce. A lot of sauce. Okay.
Sauce like
Well, it's like liquid, like a lot of
yeah.
a lot of
Sauce.
sauce.
It's a little
So,
strange name because like in English like chocolate sauce.
yeah, that's right. So it's liquid of chocolate, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
great. What are the people like?
They are very nice, very sweet people, and they love Brazilians.
Oh, it's
Bolivians
great.
love
It's great.
Brazilians. Yeah.
Not like Argentinian people.
Yeah.
Uh, normal. Okay. What are the weather like?
What's the weather like?
Wow, what's the weather like?
Bolivia Cochabamba is in the middle of the mountains, so it's cold. In relation to Brasilia, it's cold. But it's very dry, like Brasilia. It's really, really dry. because
Yeah.
the mountains don't permit the clouds to come and rain, so it's very dry.
Yeah. The last one is what are the buildings like?
That's right. Cochabamba is an old city. So the center of the city, it's very old. It's like Ouro Preto here in Brazil, right? Have you been to
Very
Ouro
old.
Preto? Have you visited?
What?
Have you visited
Yeah.
Ouro Preto? Okay.
It's cured of
The
like
center
cold.
of Cochabamba is like Ouro Preto. It has many churches. The buildings are very old. But on the outside of the city, it's very modern. You have tall buildings with
Yeah.
with a lot of glass, etc. So it is a mix of buildings. Claudia,
Yeah.
did you understand?
Yes.
All right, very good. Now, Raquel. Raquel, are you ready? Yes, okay. Raquel, what city did Claudia go to? Microphone, microphone, microphone.
Recife.
Okay. And what is Recife like?
Um,
What did
what
Claudia tell you? What did Claudia tell you?
she watched she went in museum
Yes, but
until
what did she say about the city? It's very cultural. It's
hot.
nice. It's hot. This is the weather. We're going to talk about the weather in a little bit.
Yeah.
The city.
Sim. Falou. It's very big
Uh-huh.
and noisy.
And noisy too.
Noisy
Yes.
too.
Very
Okay,
noisy.
okay. And Claudia, what city did Raquel talk about?
Raquel talk about Belo Horizonte.
Oh, all right. And what is Belo Horizonte like for Raquel?
It's very dry.
It's very dry, really.
Yes, when she went, it was dry.
All right, okay.
And the mountain.
The
And-
mountains,
And there are mountains, okay.
very mountains.
There are a lot of mountains.
A lot of
Yes,
mountains.
there are a lot of mountains. And Raquel, what's the food in Recife like?
What's the food? Eita. She's talking.
She told me.
Told me it's good.
Mhm.
Good.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine. And Claudia, what is Belo Horizonte's food like?
Very good. The food in Belo Horizonte is very good.
It's
And I
Mineiro
agree
food,
with
right?
her.
Repeat. You agree
And
with her?
I agree with her.
Oh,
I love the VH food.
okay, a lot of tutu. A lot of tutu there. Okay. And Raquel, what are the people like in Recife?
The people is very hospitality.
Okay, let's remember the verb. People is many people. So the people is the people
Are
hospitable. Hospitable.
hospitable.
Very good. The people are very hospitable. All right.
Hospitable and friendly.
Nice. That's nice. And Claudia, what are the mineiros like?
They are very hospitally
Hospitable?
and
Hospitable.
yes, very
Okay.
hospital and friendly.
All right. And what was the weather like, Raquel, for Claudia in Recife?
In Recife, is weather is hot and
The
humid.
weather
The weather
is
is hot. Is hot and humid.
all right. And Claudia, what did Raquel say about the weather in BH, in BH?
She said that BH is dry.
Oh, that's right. You already told us that. And what are the buildings like, Claudia, in Belo Horizonte?
Raquel said that they are old. It's
Okay.
not new building.
Not new, not modern. And Raquel, what did Claudia say about the buildings in Recife?
She told me in Recife have
There
uh,
are
buildings, the old buildings too.
there are old buildings too. All right. Now, Raquel and Claudia, you are going to make Isabella questions about Cochabamba.
Teacher.
So,
Okay, I know.
but I'll help
I
you.
know.
I'll help you.
I
Isabella.
know.
So
Went to Cochabamba.
I went to
What
Cochabamba.
Cochabamba like?
Okay.
I know.
So
I know.
Raquel,
I know.
ask
You can ask.
the first
Peraí,
question,
deixa eu ver.
Raquel. Ask the first question.
Tá. What is Cochabamba like, Isabella?
Cochabamba is not big because believe it, the country I believe is small, and the Cochabamba it's not big at all. Like it's like but around the city has mountains, so it's very beautiful.
Very good. Claudia, second question.
What is the food of Cochabamba like?
It's
What?
very good because the Cochabamba is a cold city, cold village. I don't know, village or city. It's
City.
village or city, teacher.
City. It is
Yeah.
the third
The city
biggest
is
city in
cold, so the food are very has a very sauce.
it has a lot of sauce.
They have
Yeah.
had a lot of sauce. Yeah.
Very good, Isabella. Go, Raquel. Next question.
What was the weather like?
The weather is cold and dry.
Very good. Claudia, the next question.
What are the buildings in Cochabamba like?
It's like in the Cochabamba has a lot of churches and old buildings, like Ouro Preto. But when you left the city,
Outside.
outside the city, it has a lot of modern buildings, like tall buildings.
Bem,
Raquel, the last question.
that's que question. Já foi.
Yeah.
We already finished everything. That's right. Very
Yeah.
good.
No, what the people like?
But what are the people like? What are the
What
people?
are the people like?
Nós pulamos, então.
Yeah.
What are
É.
the people?
The people are very kind and they love Brazilians.
Okay.
Great. Very good, Isabella. Congratulations. Good memory.
Thank
Okay,
teacher.
people, for homework, we're finished, okay? For homework, I want you to do page 38 in the workbook, page 38 in the workbook, exercise 2. Exercise 2. Okay? Look over here. Workbook page 38, exercise 2, only this part. Okay? Exercise 2 has part 1 and part 2.
Okay.
Okay? Raquel, can you write the homework for us in the group?
Tá bom, teacher.
Okay.
I'm confirm.
Okay.
Yes.
So workbook page 38, exercise
Okay.
2, part 1
Tá.
and part 2. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a great
Bye.
weekend. Bye-bye, Pete.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.